Is the St Regis Sunny Isles truly the next iconic oceanfront beach property, or are you simply just paying a premium for the brand? My name is Serry and this is Nei Andreani, and we work with the David Siddons group at Douglas Elliman. We're known for cutting through the marketing, dropping the sales pitch, and coming to you with an honest and direct, data-driven review. And today we're bringing you to the St Regis Sunny Isles in our territory to discover whether this project is better as an investment or for personal use, and if it's really worth the hype. Come with us as we explore further. So we're here today with Lucy Cofresi, the Vice President of International Sales at St Regis, and we have some questions to ask her. Thank you so much, Lucy, for having us today, first of all. And we wanted to start off by just understanding, why would a buyer choose the Sunny Isles market, and what type of lifestyle do they actually get by living in the St Regis?
That's amazing. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you guys. But I think the location is important for being an oceanfront property. I think that's the most beautiful thing that we have. It's the ocean. We cannot reproduce that.
And Lucy, what's the developer credibility? What's the entire team that is behind this project?
The developers of Chateau in Fortune, they're the same developers of Ritz-Carlton here in Sunny Isles, including the Fendi Chateau, adds also the value and the architecture of Arquitetonica, the landscaping of EDSA, and we have a Brazilian lady, Patrícia Anastasiades, that is doing all the interior design in a very nautical team, so it's very elegant from all the angles.
Okay, so we've seen some beautiful pictures, and we see that there's two towers. What's the difference between the two, and can you tell me a little bit more?
We are doing the bigger tower first, which is the South Tower, with the clubhouse. That will be done by 2028. And then now we are selling the North Tower, which is exactly where we are today. By the end of the year, we'll demolish the sales office and we'll start the construction of the North Tower, and that will be done by 2029.
So you said the tower was 62 stories. How many units are we expecting to see?
We start on the South Tower with 190, and we did 20 units combined to finish at 170.
Okay.
So now the North Tower, we start with 150, but we expect that we'll continue doing combinations to sell one per floor, half of a floor. We're selling bigger and better, so we probably will have less units than we are launching now at 150.
And how big are we expecting these units to be?
As big as you want.
Oh, okay.
So if you tell me I need a 3-story home, we can make for you. We pretty much put 3 floors together. We open double ceilings and we make stairs everywhere. So we build as the need of our buyers. So the smallest today is 2 bedrooms. The biggest one without adding 1 floor. So we can continue add, and we can go as low as 2, as high as 5, 6, 7 bedrooms if you need.
I think that's a really actually interesting feature of this project, that you can combine units, whether it's vertically or horizontally.
Exactly.
So you mentioned about the South Tower, it's 95% sold out.
Yes.
And the developer, it's launching the North Tower right now, right? So what's the buyer can expect that you have in terms of the price for the North Tower?
We can start as low as 5 million for 2 bedrooms. Then we go 8, 9, 10, 12. So we can go for 2,000 square feet facing the ocean, around 6 million plus. And then we do 3 bedrooms with 3,000 square feet. And then we do 4 bedrooms with 4,000 square feet. So depend how big we go, we start adding more square footage, and the prices goes around 3,000 per square feet, I would say, a little bit less.
How's going to be the layout?
We can look into the 2 bedrooms that we have facing the corner. It's a beautiful layout, has a lot of natural light. It's the ones that you go southwest or northwest. Those are the 5 million, around 1,800 square feet. And then we do the 2 bedrooms with both bedrooms facing the ocean. That's the one when you look into the balcony, you have this 600 square feet balcony directly facing the ocean with 12 feet deep, and it's a 2 bedrooms for 6.5. And then once we start going to the 3, 4 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms, we do the floor through, where you have a balcony facing the ocean in the corner, and then you cross the whole building, you have another balcony facing the bay. Because it's never the perfect view. You never know, like, oh, do you prefer the ocean or the bay, the sunrise or the sunset? I prefer to have all. Yeah. Exactly. So then the corners are the ones that you can see the sunrises to sunset, the bay and the ocean. You have those panoramic views.
So all the units here, there it's a water view.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is directly facing the water. You have nothing facing a wall, nothing, that is no bad views at all. And that's, I think, why we're so successful. because it's very difficult that you find something that has so many good things going on. The brand, the service, the layout, the prices make sense, the big ocean frontage. So it's really a beautiful, beautiful project from anywhere that you look.
And what's the price point for the penthouses?
We did sold both penthouses. So both top floor penthouses under contract right now. We have $55 million on the South Tower that is already done. The North Tower, we designed a 3-story penthouse for over $90 million now. And we continue doing that. So if we have somebody that would be willing to go for the lower penthouse with 12-foot ceilings for a full floor, we still have those available. And we still can add the private pool on those. Those are like $35 million plus. Or we can cut that in half and do 2 per floor, and then we can go anywhere from $16, $17, $18 million for half a floor. Remember that the building, it's not the same size as all floors. So as you go to the lower floors, the building gets smaller, so we have less square footage. When you go to the top, the penthouses are also smaller than the center. Available if you want to combine and do like a single family home with 10,000 square feet in a lower floor that you sit on your balcony and you join the ocean as part of your living room, we can do that too. So it feels great. Yeah, that's what I want to be.
Yeah. And the payment instructions right now?
The beauty of new construction that it takes time, but you have more time to pay as well. So we start collecting about a 15% when we sign the purchase agreement. Then 6 months later, another 15%, 10% in 2026, 10% in 2027. So the idea that the buyer will pay 50% during construction and 50% at closing, but everything is negotiable. If you tell me instead of giving next year, next 6 months, you want to do 3 payments of 5% instead of doing 1 payment of 15%, we can work with you. We have some international buyers that they do fixed monthly payments every month. So we start with a down payment and then they pay from the beginning to the end every month the same. We can do that as long as we get those 50% the next 3-4 years. As long as we're getting payments to use part of the money in construction, the formula works.
Oh, nice. And it's expected to deliver the North Tower in 2029?
Exactly. So the second tower is 2029, the first is 2028. So when the first tower will be done, the clubhouse where you have those 2 restaurants, where you have all that entertainment space, will be delivering the first tower. And then the second tower should be ready and they will be doing finishes for another year. So the second one is by 2029. It goes very fast.
How does St Regis Sunny Isles compare to the rest of Miami's new beachfront developments? With an average price of $2,750 per square foot, the St Regis Sunny Isles North Tower sits at the top end of the local market, yet remains well with range for branded beachfront luxury in Miami. Let's see how it compares to other current new developments in terms of price per square foot. Average price per square foot. Pentland Residences, $2,615 per square foot. St. Regis Brickell, $2,900 per square foot. The Paragon, $3,845 per square foot. The Del Mar, $4,100 per square foot. Rivage Ball Harbor, $4,450 per square foot. The Shore Club, $5,000 per square foot. Positioned just below Miami Beach's highest and lounges, St. Regis Sunny Isles offers exceptional value with the ultra-luxury branded category. How does it compare to the recent top sales in Sunny Isles? Let's take a look at the top performing resale transactions by price per square foot. States at Aqualina, Unit 3605. Sold for $2,799 per square foot. States at Aqualina, Unit 4701/02. Sold for $2,747 per square foot. Ritz-Carlton Sunny Isles, Unit 3504, sold for $2,673 per square foot. Aqualina, Unit 3907, sold for $2,453 per square foot. Jade Signature, PH 5603, sold for $2,400 $456 per square foot. The average price per foot on the top performing resale transaction in Sunny Isles, it's $2,625 per square foot. That puts St Regis Sunny Isles at $2,750 per square foot, right in line with the very best, offering competitive pricing for today's luxury buyer. Luxury hospitality brands have outperformed no-branding competitors, both in pricing and long-term value retention. Here are some current resales average price per square foot. Four Seasons Surfside, $4,600 per square foot. Setai South Beach, $2,760 per square foot. St Regis Bal Harbour, $2,335 per square foot. Ritz-Carlton Sunny Isles, $2,050 per square foot. Four Seasons Brickell, $1,750 per square foot. Driven by global brand recognition, elevated service, and unmatched lifestyles offerings. When you see a price premium on these branded residences, you are not just paying for the name. You are investing in asset that holds value, performs, and leads the Miami luxury market.
So one of the interesting things about this project is that it is completely a residential project. There is no hotel or transient occupancy. So Lucy, can you tell us a little bit about the St. Regis brand and how they are different from other hotel brands and what that means for the resident that will be living here?
It's interesting because we do have the hotel behind, so the hotel will be managing the property like a five-star hotel, but we do not have the hotel component. The building is 100% residential. So you can expect that all the traditions and ritual of the brand that you expect at the teas and afternoons, the champagnes at sunsets, that white glove service with your butler service, everything that you see in a five-star hotel, you're gonna have in a residences. 100% residential. So we do have a Michelin star restaurant open to the public with a separate entrance.
So I know that there's 70,000 square feet of amenities. What type of amenities are we looking at, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, it's a lot of space. Yeah. So I think when you buy apartment, you buy a portion of the common areas. In this case, your common areas is 3 times more than any other building in the area because of the size of the land, 435 feet on the ocean. So it gives us the opportunity to have one of the biggest private swimming pools in the state in a building without having so many units. At the end of the day, 300 units for almost 5 acres of land. So the density is very low, and it gives us that beautiful oceanfront pool that is the same level of the beach. And then once the sun comes down, you have the shadow in the pool from the buildings. We have another pool for the sunset. So we have sunrises and sunset pools. And then the sunset deck is elevated on the 6th floor, so you have all the beautiful view of the houses across the street, so you have open bay views with no obstruction. And then all those 6 levels of entertainment space, it's for the 2 buildings. Certain areas is just for the North Tower or just for the South Tower. So each tower will have their own lobby, their own valet, their own business center, their own gym. Then everything that you need professionals to provide service, like the spa that you need, the couples massage, individual massage, or the hair salon, the barber shop, the 2 restaurants, it's in the clubhouse on the center. So you share the clubhouse between the 2 buildings, and then each building have their separate areas. So it's a lot of space, and those 70,000 is a lot of beautiful entertainment space. I can stay there another 10 minutes talking everything that we have, but I can say the highlights. I would say something that is nice, how pets are important in our life. You know, we all love pets, and more and more we're conscious that pets are almost family for us. So we do have a pet spa, we have an area for the pets outside. And then, of course, we all have kids in our family, and we have an area for the kids club and a room that you can do family-oriented parties that you can bring kids, adults, and you have a catering service. But then we just like our kids, we don't like other people's kids. So you have an area just for the adults. So we have a cigar room with a big screen TV, a golf simulator, a bar, so everything for the adults. So that's something that I think when you start looking to our list, that everything we have to offer, from the wellness to the kids to adults, you always find something that catches your attention, that is your hobby, it's your thing. So that's the beautiful thing of living in a condominium, that you have so much entertainment space that something is gonna catch your eyes and it's gonna see something that you enjoy to do. And even if it's the long walk on the beaches, it's something that we have. It's endless ocean views and this beautiful white sand, and the outdoors is gorgeous.
So Nei, who's this project actually for?
Definitely for our primary residents that want a full service 5 stars hotel like St. Regis is going to offer. Second home buyers as well, that want to come here and stay in vacation mode, right in front of the beach, right in front of the intercoastal. Long-term investors who are looking for generational assets and put the investment here in the real estate market in South Florida.
So who's this project not for?
Definitely this project it's not for short-term investors, because this unit it's not a short-term building, and for investors for flipping. There's some investors that want to buy and sell right away. This is for our long-term investors.
So what's the final verdict and what's your key takeaway from all of this? Let's start with price. We believe that the St. Regis Residences is actually quite fairly priced for its category at $27.50 a square foot. If you compare it with adjacent areas like Bal Harbour or Surfside, projects like the Four Seasons, for instance, it's actually quite competitively priced. But if you compare it directly with its competitors here in the Sunny Isles market, namely the Aquilina and the Ritz-Carlton, and selling at a premium, but justifiably so. We should bear a couple of things in mind. Number one, that it's still comfortably priced under the top sales price in the Sunny Isles market. Number two, we actually are dealing with a very finite amount of land left on the Sunny Isles beach coastline. So we're not expecting to see any new projects emerging in the near future. So all in all, we do believe that the pricing is positioned for value retention and upside. If we look at the historical data, hospitality branded condos have typically outperformed other condos in their area by 40 to 130%. So if history does repeat itself, buyers could expect to see an appreciation of about 50% or higher. Obviously, that gets stronger with peak market conditions. Now, with regards to our top floor plan pick, we've chosen the O3 line, and that's not just because it's the largest layout of 4,400 square feet of interior spaces and 730 of outdoor terraces, but because it combines both the sunrise oceanfront views and the sunset intercoastal city views. So our final verdict is the St. Regis Residences Sunny Isles Beach does check a lot of the boxes. It combines the ultra-luxury beachfront living with reasonable pricing, a rare site, top-tier brand, proven developers and design team, and elite amenities.
If you need any information about this project or any other project in Miami, please let us know.
We'll break it down for you and help you find your place here in Miami.